Greetings, yogis and yoginis. Erin here from Hand to Heart Yoga. I'm glad you're here with me. I'm going to be doing some hip openers. This is for beginner to intermediate, kind of just to release some tension. We all hold so much tension in the hip area. I once read that the hips were kind of like the junk drawer of the body. And it's true, every time we don't know how to deal with something, we kind of push it down to that area, and we just hold a lot of tension and stiffness in those areas. So we're just going to do a small exercise to kind of limber things up, open the hips up a bit more. So we'll just start on our hands and knees in our tabletop position. So knees are underneath the hips, hands are underneath the shoulders. Take a breath here. And then we'll come up to fingertips, hollow out into a cat spine, so really rounding up, feeling that stretch right between the shoulder blades. We'll take the right knee in towards the nose, bring the foot between the hands. Now, if knee bothers you during any of this, you can always just bring a blanket underneath to put some extra padding there. We'll start to inch the toes and the foot forward. And then we'll start to shift our weight forward. So you want the knee to move towards the ankle, but not so much that you're covering the toes. Make sure you can still see the toes in front of you. And we'll just start to drop the hips down. You'll start to feel a stretch running along the front of that left leg, the psoas muscle. And then just stacking hands on the knees, rolling shoulders back, opening the heart to sink a little bit further down. Hands can always just stay on the ground. And we'll take 3 breaths here. And then hands come back down to the ground. We'll walk the foot to the outer edge of your mat. Hands will come right underneath the shoulders, so we're hugging that knee towards the arm. Take a breath here. Beginning to open the hips up a bit more, we'll roll to the pinky side toe of the foot, so to the outer edge of the foot, allowing the knee to drop open. And if you're pretty flexible and a little bit more mobile in the hips, you can always come down to forearms here. But staying up on palms is also fine. So again, just taking a few deep breaths in each pose and trying not to force anything. Just let it happen naturally. So just allowing the weight of the body to sink you deeper into the stretch. We'll then roll the foot back down to the ground, once more hugging the leg in towards the arm. And then we'll drop that left elbow down to the ground. Again, you can come to a block or a blanket if you can't go that low. Reaching around for the ankle, we'll move into a spinal twist, so reaching opposite arm up towards the ceiling. And again, taking 3 deep breaths in the pose. And then slowly lowering arm down, stacking hand right underneath shoulder. Walk the foot back to the center line and press the hips back. Flexing that front foot will allow the shoulders and head to get heavy. And rolling foot back down. We can start to inch toes and fingers back. So rounding to draw the knee in. And then we shift over to that left side. So now taking knee towards the nose, hollow out the belly, press the foot between the hands and start to inch toes, walk them forward, followed by the hands. So again, just looking down at your toes, making sure you can see them, and then moving into the stretch. So again, I'm getting that stretch right along the front of the leg and in the hips. Hands can come up onto the knee, stack, shoulders roll back, spread the front toes. And again, we'll bring hands down, walk the foot once more to the outer edge of the mat, hands underneath the shoulders. And again, we'll start to roll to the outer edge of the foot, opening knee out to the side. And rolling back in, sole of the foot rolls to the ground. Again, we hug the leg in towards the arm. And now that right elbow comes down, reaching around for the ankle and lifting up. And bringing arm back down. Lifting up, walk the foot back to center. And shift hips back, flexing the front foot. And moving forward. Good, take a breath here. And then inching toes and foot back. Fingertips coming back, hollow out. Coming down, and we can just walk knees out to the side. Rest the hips back, stretch fingertips forward, and melt into the ground into a child's pose. And then rolling back up. So, that was our hip opening series. I hope you enjoyed it. And really feel free to go through it at your own pace. Take it slow, use props if you need to. Blankets are good, blocks as well. If you don't have blocks, you can always just stack blankets up. Find anything that works from your home. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you feel a little bit more open. And I hope you'll join me next time. Take care. Namaste.